Hello YouTubes, went to the Kitchener train show on Sunday with a very specific list of things I needed. I didn't really need much, just a left-hand turnout, code 83 Atlas, and I wanted to get a coupler height gauge. I didn't manage to get the coupler height gauge. I did get the left-hand turnout, and big bag of stuff I didn't need, of course. So the very first person I bumped into was Max. He had asked me to take the decoder out of his CN6060. It looks like this. This is mine. So I did that for him, gave him that back, and he gave me this bag, which is not an empty bag. It does in fact have the tiny little brass bell. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, there it is. The tiny little, oh, come here. This little thing. Tiny little brass bell that I was missing from my CN6060. So thank you very much, Max. So fiddly. Right, that's back in the bag. I will install that later. Then I bumped into John. And John gave me this red box. And I promised I wouldn't open it until I got home. I have since opened it on the live stream, but I'll let you see it now. Right, let's dive into the other stuff. John also offered to assist me with the installation of all my servo units, servo motors for my Arduino powered turnouts. So I will be in touch with John soon. Now, this is a really light box. I thought he'd give me one of those kits that I had to build, but it is not a kit. It is in fact a very nice mail car, baggage or mail car for Union Pacific, which I have quite a few Union Pacific coaches, and that is going to fit perfectly along with them. So I will run that later if I can, because it does have horn. Actually, no, I think we're good. I think most of mine have got horn hooks anyway. Might need a bit of weight, but as you can see, that's brand new. Union Pacific, Western Lodge, River Rossi. Oh, and it has a little bag of those European style couplers as well if I wanted to change it to another style. So that is fantastic. Thank you very much, John. That is going to be a fantastic addition to my Union Pacific fleet. If I can get it back in its box. How did that fit in? That must have been in a corner. Okay, I'm not going to crush it back in its box. I'm going to leave it like that. Right, moving on. Next stop was on the hunt for my turnouts, my left-hand turnouts, and I managed to get two of these, which are obviously brand new, but not in their packaging. $12 for the pair, which is really good, because these are like $35 each from my local hobby store, which is kind of a rip-off, but you can only get them from the USA, so someone's got to pay the tax. This has been used briefly because there's a slight break in that sleeper right there. Not the end of the world. That one's got a wee break in the same place. That's okay. It still looks brand new to me. So, although I only needed one, now I've got two, so I could maybe do the two turnout thing in my little industrial style area over there. I'll show you that later when we get to that. But of course, I wasn't happy enough just with that bargain. So I got another. This one is a number 6 turnout. So obviously a bit smaller than the number 8s I've been using, and I might actually swap one of my turnouts, my number 8 turnouts, with this one, because the number 8 is just, the frog is like twice the size, and it's just giving me trouble on just one of the turnouts, so I might swap that over. And if I don't use it, I mean $12 for a brand new turnout, that's fantastic. So that's very cool. Next up, do you remember my green CN6060? Oh, I only just showed it to you, so I'm sure you remember. But anyway, I got that and another one just like it from a guy called Peter. So I went to visit Peter because Peter also had something for me. And Peter gave me this little bit of styrene, which is, believe it or not, another bell. So this is the bell that's missing from that particular model I just showed you. So it looks exactly the same as Max gave me. However, I do have another CN6060 kicking about. Actually, no, I gave it to James. So if James doesn't have the bell, then I've got a bell for you, James. Fantastic. Okay, only a few more things to go, but they're pretty cool. I took my lovely wife with me to the show this time, and Ailsa loves to get buildings. So she found this little schoolhouse, which I think is just adorable. Obviously, it'll need to be painted because I'm sure it's all just plastic inside, but I think that looks really nice. So that's going to be a worthy addition to the layout. And I got that from a vendor called Keith. Gave us a bit of a discount on it, so thank you, Keith. And it's obviously brand new in the packet, so I'm expecting it to be fully complete. Brilliant. More buildings. I really should build one of these myself, but I'm too busy playing with trains, as you know. Talking of which. First train of the day. There's only a few, but obviously you've no idea what's in here, because these are a mishmash of boxes. So this came from Peter, that I told you about earlier. So obviously I got myself another steam train. Now this one looks a bit like the CN6060, but this is a 464. So it doesn't have as many big wheels, but it's got more little wheels. And I think overall it's a little bit longer. And it, as usual, Peter's stuff always looks brand new. I don't know what he does with the boxes, but the Locos themselves always look brand new. The wheels are spotless. I am excited to get this around the track. And it's obviously got tender pickup. It's the motor's in the Loco itself. The tender is not powered, but it does have pickups, hence the wires with the plug. So that should make it across all my huge number 8 turnouts without a problem, because it's going to be picking up power from way back there to way up here. It's a lot of coverage. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that in the track. That's going to look awesome. Love it. Oh look, and it's even got its bell at the front. Oh, and it moves. That's lovely. Ooh, that's interesting. That looks like it might be a smoker, because the chimney section has got something inside. And I'm not going to make the mistake I made the last time when I tried putting smoke fluid in a Loco and I put it in the wrong hole. I wonder where this goes. There's one like it there, so I'm guessing this goes up here. Yeah, that'll clip in there. I'll do that later. I'm really happy with that. That's awesome. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, right, on to the main event of the day. I'm never getting that back together. Let me just shove that somewhere. Oh, tell a lie. I did manage to find Gord, and I got myself another decoder. Just a simple Digitrax DH126, but it's the one with the plug. He didn't make it to the last show I was at. He was snowed in, so he couldn't make it. And he only had one of this style, so that's okay. I've got an extra decoder to fit in something. Might even put it in that steam train. Okay, big trains. Well, when I say big trains, I mean big box. And yes, I know I've got one of these, but now I've got another one, and this one is a Proto 2000 PA1 Delaware and Hudson, which, as you know, is my favourite passenger style Loco. I mean, I know you could probably use them for freight, but I do love the PA1s. So I had to get this because $55 for what looks like pretty much new condition Proto 2000 for 55, come on. That's a bargain no matter how you cut it. What do we have in here? Oh, we've got some spares, which is nice. So this is the sort of Loco that has been removed from its box briefly, maybe run around and then put back in the box. I'm always careful with the Proto 2000s because I do have a couple Rio Grande Proto 2000s and they are very delicate. These sides like to fall off, the little ladders like to fall off. I think there's push holes at the back, I can get it out. And the horns also like to fall off, I know that much. Oh, horns are still intact. Oh, what is that? looks like a blob of solder up there. No idea what's happening there. Let's have a look inside, because I know these pop off really easily, like annoyingly easily. Although I might need to, no, I think we'll be okay. I thought I might need to take the front coupler off. I think we're alright. I just want to know what's going on with that solder at the top. That's weird. I'm going to end up breaking this. Let me get a screwdriver, remove that coupler for now. I need to find out what's going on up there. Right, off you pop. Get to the bottom of this. Now these are DCC ready. There's a little blanking plug in there. I don't know why they don't paint the drivers in this. It's always very strange. And it should have the Mars light as well. Okay, what's going on in here? Right, there's nothing on the inside of the roof, so it looks like someone's been soldering over the top of this and they've dropped a bit of solder. No point trying to remove that, to be honest, because it'll have melted the plastic. It'll just make it worse. So maybe find something to put over the top of that. That's a bit of a shame. This must be an older version, because on my... Oh no, look, the doors do open for absolutely no reason, but that's cool. The back door should also open. Yes, it does. I suppose you could have a conductor hanging out the door if you wanted. Really nice models. That's just weird though. Oh well, not the end of the world. You won't notice it once it's flying around the track. So I will reassemble that, but that's not all, because I couldn't just buy one PA1. I had to buy the other one, also at 55, but this is number 17. So let's just make sure I did buy two powered Locos and not a dummy, because it was the same price, 55 for a P2K PA1. This is D149 for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Let's see. I just want to check the underside, make sure it is also powered. You'll be able to tell by all the electrical pickups. Actually, you can't see pickups, but you can see the big brass flywheels. So this is also powered and really clean. And it doesn't have a blob of solder on the roof, so we're good there. Handsome, handsome beasts. So nice. I will actually pop the shell off just to make sure this isn't already DCC. I doubt it very much for that price, but you never know your luck. So I will pick up all these little... Where did that come from? You see that? Tiny little... You compare it to the other one to see if... Where did you come from? No idea. Oh well, that's going back in the box for now, until I can figure out where that's supposed to go. And I will see you at the track. Hold on. Is it just me or are these couplers... That coupler's tiny, right? Is that an N-scale coupler, and why is it in the box? There's two of them in the bag. That is really weird. It doesn't look big enough to be a HO scale. For example, there's the HO coupler there. It's similar, but it's very fine. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'll see you at the track. We've got some trains to test. Let's have a quick look at where these turnouts might go. So this is the area I'm talking about for a little bit of a local maintenance yard. I've already got this turnout here, but it's what happens next. If I was to put one there, that's very close. I mean, I could cut off this section here, but it's just a bit snug because it would have to sit like there. I suppose it could work. Need to cut away some railway ties. But then that one would have to be... Okay, so that's not going to work. So I can't go there. So I'm thinking then one curved section in here, one turnout here, and another. I mean, I don't need all these turnouts, but just for talking's sake, we could have 3 sections of track coming round. Nah, I think just 2. Keep one for another area, so we can have a curved section coming round there, curved section coming round here, and 2 offshoots for trains. Let's put that one there. Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, enough messing about. Let's get to the trains. So first up is our new mail car / baggage car. Gift from John, thank you very much. Let's see how it performs. Well, how badly can it perform? It's a baggage car getting pulled around by a loco. Well, that looks magnificent, and it's actually a much better colour. Better match to the Loco. Those coaches at the back, they're a bit orangey compared to that, but that's spot on, right? Looks fantastic. Thank you very much, John. Watch this all day and probably will, but let's move on to the next lovely train. I think we'll go for the steam train next, as that fades into the distance. As always, I have not tested this, so you'll know if it works when I know if it works. So let's give it some power. Oh, that's nice. Probably needs a bit of a run in, which is what I will do now. And of course, keep your eye on that chimney, see if there's any smoke coming out of that. I'm very suspicious that that might be a smoker, steamer, whatever you want to call it. Come on, give us a puff. Nothing yet. Maybe it needs to go around a wee while, heat it up. But so far that is looking absolutely delicious. Love it. A lot of detail in these. I think they were made for grocery store Christmas sets. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think it's probably a Mahano, but for a Mahano they run so nice. Look at the wee bell binging along. That's so nice. I'm going to turn the... Oh, we're on the wrong track. Not the wrong track, but it's switch track. You weren't supposed to switch track. Make sure he's not going to do anything silly around the other side. Actually, let's switch him over to the other track since we've got that capability. Here. And here. Okay. You alright there? You alright? Yes, lovely. I do like these number 8s, they're so gentle. Right, I'm going to give you more power. Have a bit of a flying lap. That's as much as I want to fly them. Well, I think you'll agree that looks fantastic. Thank you very much, Peter. Another fantastic bargain from you. And that's just going to get better the more I run it. Oh, the hardship of running in trains, eh? Brilliant. Okay, and on to these bad boys. Now, hopefully we don't have any of the famous Proto cracked gear symptoms. Let's find out. Wow, that's quiet. Let me bring it back. It was so quiet I didn't even get to do a smooth launch. Oh, that's silky. Forward. Now the downside to having the Mars light on DC, you actually have to turn the power up quite high in order for the light to work. That is really nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the other one on the other track and see if we can get them both going round. Move him back a bit first. Right, let me magically get the other one on. There we go. Right, are you going to be equally as silent and smooth? Oh, he's not moving at all. Well, that's not good. I can see his light flashing away. I can feel it humming. Oh dear. Right, I need to investigate that. Back shortly. So I think we just have a bit of a grease build-up because I gave it a little bit of a spin in here and it started going. So he needs a run round. Nice and quiet. No gear problems, I don't think. Yeah, he was just a bit gear stuck. And I can hear the motor, not the motor, I can hear the power controller humming away because it's really pushing against those gears. Nothing a good run round the track can't solve, I think. Which I'll do now, with its shell on. Both Locos have now been running for a bit, forward and back for like 20 minutes. Let's see how they get on together now. They're so nice. I do love the Protos. Still a wee bit jerky, but oh well, I guess we have to just keep running them in for a while, right? I'll maybe strip them down as well at some point, give them both a good clean and re-grease. I don't really think they need clean, but they certainly need the old grease removed, I think. One of them's a wee bit screechy, but they're pretty well speed matched. Obviously, the inside loop's going to be faster than the outside loop because of, you know, geometry or geography. Not geography, biology. You know, some sort of ology. The inner loop's going to be a bit faster. But overall, they look fan-dabby-dozy. I'm really going to have to get some coaches. I did see one coach at the train show, Delaware and Hudson passenger coach, but it was $50 for one coach. I'm going to need about at least 4 to make this look realistic, because I could lash these up together. And I do have my B unit, although it's a slightly different shade of blue. 4 coaches. Ideally I would love like 6 coaches, but hey, I don't want to be greedy. They look excellent though, and they sound fantastic. They might even get a DCC with sound decoder fitted one day. Overall, very happy with that purchase. So that's my train show haul for this week. I'm definitely going for quality over quantity. It was quite expensive, that train show. Nothing was really cheap. I had to dig and find those PA units. Well worth the effort though, I think. So thank you very much to John for my Union Pacific baggage slash mail coach. I don't know what it is. And of course to Max for giving me the bell, and Peter for the other bell and the lovely steam train. I think I'll hook that up to some passenger coaches for the Victory Lap at the end. Make sure you tune in Friday for my new weekly live stream. I think Friday night's going to be better than Sunday because, you know, some people have to work on a Monday morning. Suckers. See you soon. Bye for now.